Sharjah International Airport, Air Arabia check-in. And this is the Kathmandu International Airport, where I landed after 4 hours flight and 1 hour for getting the visa and the luggage back. Oh, here you are. Actually, an A is missing, but it's okay. Perfect. Thank you so much. That guy was just supposed to welcome me. Then the driver is somebody else. And these are the first images of well, not exactly exciting, huh? So here starts the city.
Yeah.
How many people in Kathmandu?
It's more than 2 million people.
2 million. Total Nepal is
It's 30 million.
30.
Last earthquake.
Yeah, last year.
Yeah.
And that was what?
Yeah, this is King Palace.
The King Palace.
Yeah. Now we have no king. So
No
this
king,
is,
yes.
Yeah. Now this is museum.
You have what? A democracy?
Yeah.
And this is my hotel. I don't know how come I ended up here, but that's my hotel. And this is my room. Can you believe it? Here we go, in the middle of the Tamil district. And that's the restaurant where I will go. But this, I believe, is the square giving the idea of what Tamil is. After too much pollution in my lungs, I found a park, so I did not hesitate in entering to breathe normally. I am in a typical local restaurant. Good, starting the dinner. And I chose the local beer, which by chance is named Everest. Second day in the capital city of Nepal. I am in Darbar Square, which has been heavily damaged last year by the earthquake. Yes?
Picture?
I'm more than a picture, I'm shooting a movie. Hi. Nice to see you. What's your name?
Soltudas.
Soltudas.
Yes, yes.
Fine. This is another square adjacent to the one where I was before. And you can see here the sign of the square more visible. still here in the center, where my attention was drawn by those children playing football in a, there's not, I don't know if I can call it a pitch. Now I'm visiting the temple called Swayambhunath, or maybe it's better using the alternative name, Temple of the Monkeys. Hello. How many? People are throwing coins into the pond. From the temple, panoramic view of Kathmandu. From a temple to another one. I guess there is a ceremony underway. Dogs everywhere. Guy is feeding the monkeys. What is that? This is the biggest. High five. I am surrounded.
10 के और दे दो 30 हो गया 10 और दे दो
I left Kathmandu, 20 minutes taxi, and now I'm in Boudhanath, where I can see the biggest Buddhist temple in the country. So people are walking clockwise, that's the rule. And while walking, they're turning these bells. Like these two women are doing. As usual, there are signs of the earthquake. guy is just standing. Oh, maybe he's just selling food for the pigeons. Today at lunch I will not go with my typical Italian restaurant. I will try this yak restaurant. It seems to be something local. And despite my expectation and the name of the restaurant, among the house specialties, spaghetti and pizza. No way. Today I will go with the Tibetan dishes. I will try this momo. These are the momo. Steamed ravioli basically. I left Kathmandu and by taxi I reached this city called Patan, and will be guided by this guy whose name is
Anil Rana.
Anil Rana. Very good, Anil. So where are we now?
Okay, I tell you. So right now you are in this city, one of the beautiful city in Kathmandu Valley. So this city or this town here, which we call it as Patan Darbar Square. So this city Patan here is one of the oldest city in Kathmandu Valley.
Okay.
Right? Because under this Kathmandu Valley, we do have three cities. The first city is in Kathmandu Darbar Square there, and that's Kathmandu, which we call it as the city of business, the city of diplomats.
Yeah.
And second town here we do have here in Bhaktapur. That's Bhaktapur is for the city of agriculture and the city of the ceramic work, the pottery making.
Fine. And the third?
And finally, you are in the city called Patan Darbar Square. So Darbar means a royal palace.
Yeah.
So in this town here,
Every city has a Darbar Square, eh?
right. So in this city here, the great Malla dynasty, they ruled it in the city town from about 16th to 18th century. So this right side is dedicated for the different section of palaces, and left side, these are all for the Hindu temples.
Very good.
So this city, Patan
Okay.
Darbar Square here,
Just a little bit of you. Say again your name?
my name is Anil. Io mi chiamo Anil.
Fantastic, you speak a little bit Italian.
Poco. Italiano sono molto amichevole e onesti. Le friend,
Yeah,
many,
we
many.
are friendly. Very good. You're right. How do you know Italians?
Because actually, I do have my friend from different places in Italy. They help me, support me for my schooling also.
Ah, you are a student actually.
Io sono studente in università.
What do you study?
In arte e storia.
Fantastic. Where are we now?
So right now you are in this city in a particular temple, the Buddhist temple, which we called it as the Golden Temple.
Yeah, because previously those temples were Hinduist,
In the
right?
temple there, but right now we're in the Buddhist temple there, and this temple is one of the oldest temple in Patan, the city of Darbar Square here.
Yeah.
So this temple is around 900 years old temple, and the temple dedicated for the Buddha. Maybe if you know the story, Buddha was born in Nepal, in Lumbini,
Yeah.
around 250 before Christ.
Yes.
But he got enlightened in India when he went back to India, right? He did meditation for 6 years and he got nirvana at the age of 35. So in this temple, why we call it Golden Temple? Because this whole temple there was made up of with gold. But not in the ancient time, 900 years it used to be gold, but right now it's just made from the bronze, but afterward it is cast with the gold. And what an interesting thing about this temple, that this temple has got two Buddhist monks live in this temple. So one monk is like my age, and one is small monk under the age of Tubal. But both of them, they live here just for 1 month. It means every 1 month, these monks needs to be changed. But the little monk here is the head of the priest. But to be a monk here, they must belong to a particular family, either for the Sakyamuni family or with the Vajracharya family here. Right? So this
Okay.
little temple you can see here,
Let's
that's
go.
okay. So this little temple you can see here, that's temple dedicated for the monkey temple, the replica of monkey temple, which we call it as a stupa. The tallest stupa in Kathmandu Valley there is known as Swayambhunath
Yes.
stupa.
I've
It's
been
a
there
replica of that.
this
In
morning.
every Buddhist temple you can find the prayer area. mantra, prayer wheel. See here, Om Mane Padme Hum. So this one prayer wheel, it contains millions of mantras. So once you turn it for one time, it will automatically turn for millions of times. We
Ah,
say-
really?
Yes.
So one touch
Enough.
means million
You
times.
say Om Mani Padme 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 108 times. So 2 minutes in the morning time and 2 minutes in the beginning. If you chant this mantra, right,
Yeah.
you'll go to your mind will be in heaven, nirvana, because the ultimate point of Buddhism is nirvana. And if we talk about Buddhism here, so Buddhism is not the religion; it's just the philosophy of
Philosophy.
life,
Yeah.
the way of living. Be happy and let others happy. Like do good, be good, and think good. Like, come down.
Thank you so much.
Okay, then. So the inside over here,
Yeah.
you can see here 6 different parts over here. So this is for O for heaven, Ma for earth, Ne for nirvana, Pat for animal life, Me for hungry ghost, and Hum for hell.
Yeah.
The real meaning of Om Mani Padme, it means jewel on the lotus
The
flower.
typical prayer of Buddhists, right?
This is the Tibetan chanting mantra.
This is another landmark of Kathmandu. It's called the Garden of Dreams. That's it. My journey cannot be considered complete if I don't visit Bhaktapur, which is a village 11 kilometers far from Kathmandu. Here was the main gate, which has been destroyed by the earthquake. Okay, let's go through.
There's a movie called Little Buddha,
When-
Italian movie in 1995.
Bertolucci,
that is
yes.
the movie. This is the place where they shoot, and this is known as the Royal
Where
Bath.
they shot the movie.
It's 400 years old, this place. Very, very famous King Palace of Nepal, the palace called 55 Window Palace. And those kind of windows you can see,
55.
those are the typical Newari windows from Kathmandu Valley. Those are called the eye windows. From
Yeah.
inside we can look outside, but from outside we couldn't see anything. And that is the biggest bell of this country, Nepal. That is called the emergency bell. 500 years ago, they used to ring that bell during the emergency time. When something happened inside the palace, then they will ring the bell.
I see.
And after hearing the sound, all the people will gathering in the square. And he is the one of the greatest king of Kathmandu Valley, the king from 17th century. This is the one of the oldest temple in Darbar Square, the temple of Shiva. He's the one of the biggest Hindu god, the god of destruction, and the temple is very famous for the Kama Sutra.
Kama Sutra.
You can see Kama Sutra. 24 different, you can tell.
24. I don't know so many. Okay. Nice documentary report. Okay, so where are we now? In the streets of Bhaktapur. And this is what? Another square?
This is the another square, and this is the square where the local people live. These are the typical Newari houses. Still, same family, next to next generation, they are living. They are over 400 years old. And that is the very, very famous temple of Nepal. This is the tallest temple of Nepal.
Ah.
The temple built in 17th century, and inside the temple there is a Hindu goddess called Lakshmi. She is the goddess of wealth. And this is the only one temple in any earthquake what we have in Kathmandu Valley. The temple wasn't destroyed.
Yeah.
The tallest temple in Nepal, the temple was built in 1702 AD.
Good, very precise. Here is another square where I can see pottery everywhere. And in the same square, we got this straw. What's the purpose of this rice straw?
there is the oven. Actually, all the pottery first they dry in the sun, and a couple of days later there is the oven where they fire all those pottery.
They
And this
burn.
leaf of rice, it helps to fire the pottery.
I see. Okay, now green tea.
Green tea, sir?
I'm on the rooftop of a bar.
Green tea, na? Green mint tea, yeah?
Yes, fine.
Yeah, fresh mint tea. Yo,
There you can see a mountain where I was planning to go, because from that point I could see the Everest, but not in this period because there are too many clouds. So quite disappointing, but I chose the wrong season to come here. Tonight I'm going to the best Japanese restaurant in town. It's not so far from my hotel, so I chose an alternative means of transportation, which is quite popular here in Kathmandu, which is the rickshaw. And now we are on a main road. Frankly, it's not so comfortable. So I had tempura and sashimi. I was told that the fish come fresh every day from Thailand by flight. That's the way I'm concluding my trip in Kathmandu. Unfortunately, on this last day, I had to spend the entire afternoon in bed. I didn't feel well. However, I believe I had enough time to visit all the most interesting places, historical sites, temples of the Kathmandu Valley. I will combine now all these videos. Maybe it's going to be in a messy way, but I believe you can appreciate, you can get an idea of what I experienced in these 3 days in this part of the world.